It all started like any other day. Mom left for some errands, and I was left alone with my stepdad. We weren't particularly close, but neither were we strangers to each other. Each of us was absorbed in our own thoughts and tasks, and nothing hinted that this day would turn out to be so unusual. However, as soon as the door closed behind my mom, something in the house seemed to shift. It was something invisible yet palpable. The air became thick with an unusual tension, and I immediately felt that something was wrong. I couldn't pinpoint exactly what it was, but I knew that something had changed in this house. My stepdad moved around the room, his steps deliberate, as though he knew exactly what he was doing. At first, I tried to focus on ordinary things, washing the dishes, opening a book. But my gaze kept returning to him, like a magnet. Nothing happened, but the feeling was there, like we were on the edge of something new, a place where the rules were different. And I couldn't stop the inner voice that whispered, "Be careful." At that moment, I couldn't understand what was wrong, but I was sure that today would be different from all the others. My stepdad had always been someone you could talk to. He wasn't a stranger, and we often exchanged casual words, like friends. But today, something felt different. His presence had become something else. He moved slowly, but I could tell he wasn't wasting a single second. Every look, every word, even the way he moved, seemed to carry something more than just a simple conversation. I couldn't take my eyes off him. He appeared calm, but there was something tense, hidden within that calmness. I tried to ignore it, to focus on my everyday tasks, but I couldn't shake the feeling that every little thing he did was somehow meant for something more. It felt like an invisible tension between us that grew stronger with every passing moment. I could feel him getting closer, and while it was hard to understand exactly what was happening, I knew it was something new, something unlike anything I had experienced before. Inside me, a feeling of unease was rising, yet there was also curiosity, and despite this inner conflict, something in me prevented me from walking away. The more I tried to distract myself, the stronger the atmosphere between us became, as if it held us in its grip. Before I continue, I'd like to take a short pause. Please leave a comment telling me where you're listening to my stories from and if you've experienced anything similar in your life. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next parts. Now, I'll continue. I didn't know how to react anymore. Everything around me seemed to freeze, and we stood there, almost motionless. The tension in the air was palpable, and every moment felt like a prelude to something that was about to happen. I could feel my stepdad getting closer with each step, and my mind was racing with thoughts that made me want to run. But just when I thought it was all reaching its peak, the phone rang. The sound pierced the silence, making us both jump. I couldn't believe my ears. It was my mom. She had come back earlier than we'd expected. The moment that had felt so inevitable suddenly evaporated, and the tension that hung in the air disappeared as if by magic. But it didn't go away completely. The feeling of what had just happened lingered in my mind, leaving behind a strange mark that was hard to grasp. It was like a dream that starts with vivid, sharp images and then fades into mist, and you can't tell what it really was. I tried to forget it, but at some point, I realized that this day had changed me. It changed the way I saw the world, people, and my own feelings. The experiences that had seemed impossible left a deep mark on my soul. I couldn't understand right away what had happened, but this experience had become a part of me, something I couldn't leave behind. What do you think about this story? Have you ever experienced something similar in your life? Your thoughts are really important to me, so please share them in the comments. I truly value each of you, and your feedback means a lot. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any new exciting stories, and give a like if you enjoyed it. Wishing you a great day, and I hope you keep following my stories. Write a phrase related to the topic, so I know you listened until the end.